The name Jeff Bezos or Jeffrey Preston Bezos Jorgensen is well known throughout the entire world. The creator and CEO of the major online retailer Amazon.com is Jeff Bezos, who is also the richest person in the world right now. Amazon was founded in a garage and developed into a well-known online shopping destination, making Jeff Bezos the internet's ruler and one of the world's richest people. It goes without saying that Jeff Bezos is a fantastic leader. He owns numerous companies that bring in billions of euros annually. He has now expanded his profitable portfolio by becoming the owner of additional well-known companies like the Washington Post and the Blue Origin Company. Bezos set a record for recruiting more than 500,000 new employees in 2020 and employing and managing close to 1.3 million people globally during his leadership adventure at Amazon. After spending more than 2 decades working for Amazon, Jeff Bezos decided to hand over the CEO position to Andy Jassy in 2020 so that he could lead the trillion-dollar e-commerce business.
Okay, Assalamualaikum. In our part, I will explain about the leadership traits and skills. First, we can see that Jeff Bezos is an intelligent person because he able to create a customer-driven culture in the Amazon corporation. Um, he is doing dividing his staff into tiny teams to help each team work efficiently and to help them to perceive limits in order to complete all the duties that they have given. It also give a healthy competitive environment into the company. Second is maturity. Jeff Bezos, we know that he has been criticized by people because how he exploit his workers, because he make his worker work under slave-like condition, and how he mocking their hard work uh, job. But even though he has a lot of criticized, but he never take that criticism into his consideration to, and because this criticism can make a negative thought in himself, so he didn't take any criticism at all. And second and third is dominance. We can see that he has ways for seeking for innovation and to change the corporation decision making and to help employ tasks and to manage the organization resources. And this also, we can see the dominance in Jeff Bezos through the empowerment and how the empowerment of him help to boost the work employees' creativity and performance. And that's all from me. I will pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
Knowledge and expertise. Jeff Bezos is well known as someone who is goal-oriented and know what he wants in the business. He also known as for being a meticulous planner by establishing a long-term goal to creatively enhancing the client business experience. Tolerance and stress. Jeff Bezos managed his stress by getting more sleep since it might help him to improve his thinking, get him more energy, and ensure that his mood level is maintained at the proper range.
Jeff Bezos have three behavior leadership, which are believe in long-term thinking, embrace failure, and use the two without team rules. Believe in long-term thinking. Bezos searched out and still looking for possibilities to innovate in order to alter his business. He is a leader who is renowned for using imagination to develop ideas and produce results. The long-term goals of Bezos and the public's desires to serve their clients are intertwined. He claims that Kindle, Amazon Web Services, and other Amazon Prime services wouldn't exist if he had prioritized short-term objectives. Thank you to Jeff Bezos for being innovative and having the vision to help the business develop and prosper. Next is embrace failure. In spite of the disappointment and sense of defeat that normally accompanies failure, Jeff Bezos gives a fresh perspective on how to accept, normalize, and embrace it. Bezos noted in a letter to Amazon shareholders that he thinks we are particularly different from one another in one area: failure.
You cannot invent and pioneer if you cannot accept failure. To invent, you need to experiment. And if you know in advance that it's going to work, it is not an experiment. And so that's a very important thing. They are inseparable twins, failure and invention.
Bezos used a baseball analogy in the same letter to highlight Amazon's strategy.
Everybody knows that if you swing for the fences, you hit more home runs, but you also strike out more. But with the baseball, that analogy doesn't go far enough, because with baseball, no matter how well you connect with the ball, you can only get 4 runs. The success is capped at 4 runs. But in business, every once in a while, you step up to the plate and you hit the ball so hard, you get 1,000 runs. And so when you have that kind of asymmetric payoff, and one at bat can get you 1,000 runs, it encourages you to experiment more. It's the right business decision to experiment more. It's also better for your customer.
Bezos believes that a company must embrace both success and failure in its entirety. Additionally, leaps of faith typically need to be taken over by a guide. However, all of a company's prior failures become the cause of its success once it experiences great success. The Amazon Fire Phone, for instance. The 2014 Fire Phone was advertised as a smartphone with 3D capabilities. Device reviewers didn't like what many of them referred to as gimmicks. This includes the phone's dynamic view, which has been criticized for being useless and annoying.
Use the 2-pizza team rule. Have you ever thought about how difficult it becomes to lead a growing team? Bezos prefers small group discussion and gathering. This is as a result of the framework quicker development requiring less time and effort. The 2-pizza rule states that there should be enough people present in each discussion or team meeting to consume 2 pizzas. It's a feature of Jeff Bezos' unique management style, which he argues is less effective when more people participate in discussion.
Or you can have a career, or you can have a calling. And if you can somehow figure out how to have a calling, you have hit the jackpot.
Okay, we go to the next part. The next part is coercive power. Coercive power is used, for instance, by a supervisor who is threatened to demote, fires, or suspend a misbehaving employee. Coercive power is a type of power that employs the use of force or threats, and is defined as harsh power. There are several stories about super rich billionaires like Jeff Bezos who rose to their position by taking advantage of others.
And Amazon has faced scrutiny over how it treats its workers. He's since stepped down as Amazon CEO and has been pursuing other ventures, from launching into space aboard the Blue Origin rocket to Amazon's domination in various sectors. Bezos' conquest to rule the world is becoming a reality. This is how he went from McDonald's employee to hedge fund manager to the richest man on the planet.
In the article on the Medium, there are articles about Jeff Bezos that we need to stop idolizing Jeff Bezos. Medium is not the platform problem. We have it as a consumer. Even we are aware that the real wealthy acquired their wealth to the honest means, there is something about them that we may learn from. For example, the awful thing that Jeff Bezos has done, reducing 1,900 Whole Food employees at sale to health insurance. And then, employees at Amazon are overworked and underpaid for 16-hour work weeks, required to report for disease in hazardous condition. What is the hazardous condition? Hazardous condition is they are forced to come to work even though the COVID-19 is very active at that time. Also, He attempted to influence healthy municipal votes and was infamous for his gluttony and unwillingness to give to charities. Bezos is the only one of the 5 richest Americans who has joined the Giving Agree, which mandated to participants promise to donate more than half of their money either during their lifetime or in their will. Other signatories include Mark Zuckerberg and Bill Gates.
Hello, my name is Ikwahadi bin Zulkifli, and I'm gonna present about managerial power that Jeff Bezos displayed, which are legitimate and rewards powers. So the first one is legitimate power. Legitimate power is based on those who have specific power within an organization. This gives you power over others and allows you to make decisions within the wider system. Becoming in a position of power requires a high level of responsibility and leadership. The concept of being powerful may seem appealing at first, but it is not always so. Jeff Bezos and Amazon started on Wall Street, not the tech-laden Silicon Valley. A product around San Francisco, a quote from himself. I came across a staggering statistic that internet usage growing by 2,300% each year, so I was determined to find a business plan that made sense in this growth context and choose book as the first and best product to sell. Because books are incredibly unusual in one respect, and there are more items in the book category than there are items in any other category by far. With that many items, Jeff Bezos can literally build an online store that couldn't exist otherwise. And the second managerial power that Jeff Bezos displayed is reward. Reward power is the power of managers to reward employees in some way to motivate them to take action. Compensation may be tangible or intangible. The main difference between tangible and intangible rewards is that tangible rewards are physical and intangible rewards are not. Examples of material rewards include financial reward, wages or salary increase, bonus, plaques, certificates, and gifts. Amazon offers traditional tech-sector perks such as free drinks and snacks, wellness reimbursement, and gym discount in addition to standard perks focused on healthcare and insurance. Amazon also manages a very large number of workers in its warehouse. Amazon offered a starting salary of $18 an hour. Bezos' approach was to cut salaries and benefits, but his unruly force demanded that Amazon offer competitive wages to keep the market growing. That's all for me. Thank you.